What's up, everybody? We're live with week 2. Going away to Arizona to play the Cardinals. Had a really intense game last week against KC. Came away with the victory 49-45. Hoping this game goes a little smoother. So that last one was stressful. Go ahead and take a look at Cardinals stats. $31 points last game. They had a really good defensive game last week. Change that. Already took a look at their roster. Their offensive line is pretty depleted. It's really going to be D-Hop and what's his name? Kenyon Drake. I'm pretty sure they still have Drake on this one.
Slap like and fondle the sub all notifications bell for more great content.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Yes, sir.
It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. They, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside
29
the 45.
yards to start the game. Let's
And
go.
run pays off for 29 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Taken down at the...
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
The guy had a nose for the end zone. Had a snoop full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
First down.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past.
What happened, Carr? How'd you whip on that, bro?
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Third down.
Shotgun now for Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Dude.
And now some
Week 2 you get injured?
Jacobs, who
really?
Down on the field.
Holy shit, man.
We'll step aside.
I can't catch a break with that guy.
From the 2 now.
Forever injured.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense, because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard.
Check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 18 carries, 73 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get Things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Drake. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Murray from midfield. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. A good pick up there on 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up
this little fucking 5'4" motherfucker, dude. I swear to God.
Film of this game and hand out the grade sheets. He's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where
yes,
the first down
4th down.
was, and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It was a turnover, bro. What do you mean, very close to a turnover?
And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Richard. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Number 30,
Give him 5
Bruce Sternum, really? Come on,
down.
bro.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
that 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Carr.
Oh!
He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard.
Oh, he got that.
This out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give
Boink.
up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Carr completes it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Carr now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Raiders first down.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Richard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yards, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The open man here, Renfro. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. That's the end of the first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. They'll find his running back here, Richard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Carlson is
It's in
good.
Arizona and
the lead moves
why is
to
there a
10
win?
zip.
Raiders 10.
I'm very
So
confused
that
right
drive
now.
began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
From the 27, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first. Down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Derek Carr.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll set up the screen to Dre. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in and knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Isabella. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Carr now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
Carr's pass.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
The fullback up the middle.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Jacobs now. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Killing them.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the
Absolutely
first
killing them.
half.
If I can put 6 on
our
the
score.
board here, I think the game will pretty much be sealed.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensive.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
One more time with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll bang that one through. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
For the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down. And really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside
Of course he broke
the 40.
that.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They want to give up points before half.
To throw is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Cardinals 3.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start out west in California, north versus south, as the Chargers play host to visiting San Francisco. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Cole Beasley, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. 20-17, your final. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Had dad duties to attend to.
Daniel
Of 17-3 at halftime.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume
Picking
action
off to the Cardinals.
in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And
Didn't
no
need to kick it so
fireworks
deep.
to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third
Slap
quarter.
happy.
And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points.
And he'll go underneath here to break. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins.
Know about that, Jazz.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Drake. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down
Another
right
injury
there.
timeout to the line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Max Crosby with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 17.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 40-yard
line. That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down now, it's Drake. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Break the ball. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Jonathan.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The score, Raiders 17.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
To the 49-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Carr got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Carr's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 7 catches for him now. And this last one, a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd
right
and
down
5.
the field.
A gain of 5.
The clock.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Carr gonna throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Complete to
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, shit.
Delayed game, offense.
that's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run it with Jacobs. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Got his
Touchdown.
connection complete to Ruggs.
Should be the dagger right
He
there.
will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is,
24-6.
bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now
Oh,
increase
shit.
here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside
Yes,
the 30.
thank God, Dortch.
And how about that return? As he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them.
Oh, Madden.
Plus territory, excellent field position.
Can't let me win by too much, right?
Pay dirt. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get it to 25-yard
And they
line.
return a kick almost for a touchdown.
25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The open man here, Renfro. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Carr completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open to get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
For Renfro, he's tearing it up. I'm having another killer drive.
Game with Jacobs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. And
Pass
that'll be
interference.
incomplete.
Let's go.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Here's Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to number
Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I hold him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Even if they score, if I can at least
And a
let
nice
them run
return
the
sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
First down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, throw left side, complete. It's Drake. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Rolling to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dante Pettis There to make the grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Oh, man.
And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fuck.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 11, a minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
Come on, man.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again.
I was going to say, dude.
Good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to let it fly.
Let's
and
go.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was
Really
taken,
calling
and
timeouts,
it didn't
bro.
land. Nice play by them on defense.
Game's over.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
First down, Las
Go.
Vegas.
All game.
Today's
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes.
Hell of a game,
All the
boys.
points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for
Well
Las
done.
Vegas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm
Alright, we got Denver this week. This should be another easy one. So many people. So, sib. I don't know about him. So re-signing in 2 years. Alright. That's a big plus. We just signed 2 of our major offensive linemen back to 2 and 3 year deals. Scouting anyway. Ah, no, no! Oh my god, I just fucking simmed. What the fuck?